Hello and welcome to Chapter 6, Phase 2, What's Happening, Themes and Tools. Taken from the Online Teaching Survival Guide. Presented by Group 2, Tiffany Summers, Erica Bustos, Catherine Clark, Nicole Brown, and Katie Capps. At this point in the online course, the focus is on improving the use of online communication tools to keep the momentum going. The main teaching goals in the early middle are ensuring students are engaged and using course content knowledge and nurturing growth of the online community. The early middle is a time for learners to work in small teams to actively explore new content. Learners are engaging with course concepts and applying concepts with accessible scenarios and problems. The facilitator can present scenarios that are complex in order for students to formulate questions and examine assumptions. While engaging with content, learners are establishing a role within the community and sharing what they are thinking and why. Vygotsky identifies this as a zone of proximal development. The faculty member's role is also evolving. The facilitator closely monitors student exchanges to ensure they are focusing on core concepts and ensuring all students are engaged. Themes for the early middle include dependence on the teacher presence, usefulness of expanding one's online tool set, and the nurturing of student content. Teaching presence. There are three categories of teaching direction. The first is embedded in course materials that should be prepared before the course begins. This includes the syllabus, discussion board, assessment plans, and course policies and procedures. The second category is materials. They are developed spontaneously during course delivery. This is shaped based on students' learning characteristics, their needs, and their interests. The third category is direct instruction on an individual basis. The best practice often seen in the early middle is expanding of the online teaching tool set. This can be challenging yet rewarding at the same time. If you are new to an online teaching environment, there are adjustments that must be made to be successful. This means developing a new set of habits, tools, and practices that take time, energy, and tons of practice. The end goal is to develop automatic behaviors using the tools, so it doesn't require much conscious thought. Remember, there are three essential tools that you must use: announcements, discussion board monitoring, and feedback or gradebooks. As you develop your comfort level, you can incorporate other tools such as audio and visual application. The final phase of the early middle is nurturing of the content and learning community. This phase includes a combination of teaching direction, reflection, and dialogue between faculty and learner. With this, one must recall the course concepts about community and cognitive process. Developing community means building a sense of shared understanding, knowledge of one another, and mutual support, even if these values are not shared. Cognitive presence is the process of constructing meaning through collaborative inquiry. Cognitive presence is growing when students express the need to understand ideas more deeply, connect ideas, and identify patterns and relationships. In conclusion, Table 6.1 lists tools in the early middle and suggested pedagogical uses. For example, text messages, instant messaging, and tweeting would be a good use for nearly every synchronous tool that learners may use to quickly check facts and ideas, share updates, or arrange for meeting using other tools such as Elluminate, Wimba, and Acrobat Connect. This concludes the presentation of Chapter 6. Thank you.